Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, the AI Forensicator. And in our new series of signal versus noise, 30 days, we are in the day 3 where we'll be checking BITSadmin living of the land binary. Now, as the name goes, BITS background intelligent transfer service. So it's intelligent because when normal users are using it, it will not be running. But when users are not using the machine, it's in idle state. At the back end, some Windows updates will be going on. As simple as that. So Bits makes use of the idle hour of the machine to update itself, to update the Windows services. And it can also be used by the administrators in an enterprise environment to push some updates, to download some things. So that's how Bits admin works. Now, what's our agenda for today? What is Bits admin? Like I covered, it's used for getting updates to the machine when the machine is idle, not in the uh, busy times of the machine. So next is what is normal, what is abnormal, and high fidelity detections that we'll be seeing today. So what is normal now? So when a update is being pushed to our machine from say Microsoft or some other place, so how it works in the backend is we have some features in the bits admin. One can be used to list the jobs. What are updates are going in at the backend. Those are called as jobs that are going in the backend. We can create a job. We can tell what to do to a job, and then um, once we have told what to do, we can resume the job. Like we can start that and then notify. Once the job is complete, we'll notify the user that your update is complete, please restart your machine likewise. And then we execute that update. Okay. Or we can execute and then notify so that user can restart after the update is successfully installed. So this is a simple normal process. This itself can be misused by the threat actor or the attacker. We'll see that eventually with our example. So that will be the abnormal, and then we'll come to the detections. Okay. Now for sample, I would like to take a command prompt, and before running a server, let me see what files I have. So I have a file called windows update.txt in this directory. So what I'll try to do is I'll consider this as a server, and this is a client of mine. So I want to download this windows update.txt to this machine, and then maybe I'll try to run it on this machine. So let's see. Let's first, in order to host this server on the this file on the server, let's run a Python server. Okay. So how can I do that? Python -m http dot server, and port number we want is 8000. So let's start on port 8000. Now the server is live. This file can be downloaded by this client machine. So let's see, using BITSadmin, we'll try to do all this stuff. Now, before we come to this, let's see what all features we have under BITSadmin. Okay. So general command running BITSadmin shows all the available features of BITSadmin, like help we can use, or I'll go with the major ones. Reset is used to delete all the existing jobs. List, it shows the list of all the jobs that are there. Transfer, it will upload or download. Basically, you can understand that. And create will create a new job, like we were seeing in our slide. First, we'll create a job, so we'll need this now. And info to see the information about the job, and likewise, we'll make use of it in the demo. It will be more clear. Now let's fall back. This is our server still running, and I want to copy this file. Okay. Now, my first command would be I would like to see all the jobs on this. Okay, there is one. Let me try to refresh everything, and one job is cancelled. Now I'll try to list again, 0 jobs. Okay, now we have 0 jobs. Let's try to create one. Bits admin slash create, and whatever name you want to give it, update say Windows So I've created a job called update windows. Now again through list we can check it. Yes, there's one job named update windows. Now giving context to it, what it needs to do. Okay, so BITSadmin slash add file. Um, from where am I going to add a file? Um, I'll try to get it from this Python server. Okay, so I would write HTTP. Now, since both are the same machine, so I'll make use of the local host 127.0.0.1. Port number is 8000, and on that I want to download this file. So I'll select that Windows update.txt. Where do I want to copy this file onto our machine? So just not to confuse, I'll save it in some other place and with some other name. So C uses Amitar, and I'll save it in downloads folder. With name say copied update.txt. Before that, let me see if there is any file existing there. So downloads. Okay, there's a notification.txt. This I've kept purposefully for demonstration purposes. Once our update is complete, it will show the notification. So let's do this now. Okay, invalid number of arguments. Okay, we have told it to add file, but to what we have to add? So we need to give the name of the job that we are working on. So update windows is the job, right? Now that is complete. Okay, we have added the job to the context to the job, what it needs to do. Now let's go back and see if that file is copied already. No, something very random, bit9a99.temp file created. Okay, that means it is not completed. It will wait for us for the machine to be idle so that no user is using it. But currently I'm using it, so it will not download it. Even before that, we have not started the job. We have just told it what to do. We have not started the job. So to tell that, we make use of /resume. Okay. Even before that, see, this is a very small 1 KB file. If you observe 31 bytes it has. So it will immediately complete the transfer. So I don't want to do it. Rather, I want to showcase you once the download is complete, show me a notification that it is complete. Okay. So for that, I can do BITSadmin set notify command line. So I want to set notification to command line, and then uh, okay, again the job name. What is the job name? Update Windows. And how do I want to notify? Using say notepad.exe. It's actually a Windows that will show that your update has been completed. But in this case, I want to show a notification on notepad.exe, and that is basically this one, that your update is completed. Okay. So let me try to open Notepad. So I have to give a path to that. Let me just copy it. See users. Just give me a second. See Windows System 32 and Notepad. .exe. So in notepad.exe, what I want to open is the notification file. C users Amit R, and there in downloads, I have kept a file called notification. Sorry for that. .text. Okay. So basically, what I'm trying to tell is, after in update windows, once the download is complete, on the client side, just notify me using notepad.exe and display whatever is there inside notification.txt. That's basically note update completed. Okay. Now let's just run this. Okay, this the command line is set now to notify us. Now let's start the BITSadmin task job. So we can do it using resume command. And what is our job again? Update Windows. You see something has happened. There's a get request happened to it, and The file was copied, I believe. Let me check. Okay, I can still not see the file. Let me try to refresh. No. Okay. But do you see something? We got a notification. It was highlighting in red. We got a notification that update completed. Why it has not completed? Because see, even after the file is done, we might have to, so for that, even after the update is completed, we might have to ask it to complete the job because as I told, it will not finish. There are some things happening again in the backend, like checking the file integrity and all other stuff. So we just need to say complete and update Windows. This will finalize it, and once it is done, it will be removed from the queue as well. So you got this copied update.txt, which is nothing but the same file that was there in the server that we had shown, and the task is now completed, job completed, it says. So now if you see BITSAdmin/list, the job is completed, so it will be moved out of our queue. So this is the normal usage of BITSAdmin, but how the malicious users now can use it, that is, um, see, I'll show you one. No, like our time will be gone, but let me show a quick another demo. So I'm creating another create update Windows, and I'll add the same file. This time I'll name it update 2. Okay, and um, let's again do set notify, but instead of giving a notepad notification, I would say execute something else. Okay, so I've set this, and now let me try to resume our job. Ta-da. So once we have resumed, there's another get request that happened. There's another file created here, which is again temp because we might have to complete it, but there's a calculator executed. So this misuse can be done by a threat actor. And since these are the inbuilt bits admin tasks, it will not be, I mean, the files are signed, so it might go unnoticed as a living of the land binary. Now, how we can identify these, the detections for identifying the misuse of this. Let's go back to our slides. Now we have our first detection in which we have seen like I've purposefully this time I've created in Chronicle the detections. So it's very simple. It's a Yara rule. If you see in command line, if there is a bits admin and there is some HTTP or HTTPS and there is some exe or DLL or something getting trigger created out of it in a path public app data program data temp. So like we had seen in our previous two living of the land binaries, which is run DLL32 and there was one more. So based on similar detections, if the paths are these writable parts of directory, or if there is any executable binary that is being created from the download, then give us an alert. The second one being set notify command line. We can club this because like I showed you before, it can be used to just show a notification to restart your machine upon update, or it can be misused to execute something else. So this can be the trigger point to your malware. Okay, this is another high fidelity detection. Coming to the third one, we might have to want to exclude Microsoft updates. So if there is something hitting .com or Windows update or Office CDN, then exclude those obviously, because these are the legit purposes of bits admin that are to be there. Likewise, if there is some admin activity, so you might have to work on your environment, which account, say some service account related to SCCM is creating this, or user is system or network service, or there is a Intune activity, or there is CrowdStrike activity, whichever. So based on your mobile device management or EDR tools, some patches are getting pushed. Um, so likewise, you might have to exclude those. You have to check in your environment and exclude few of the admin sources that are doing this activity. Now, lastly, the composite of all of these. So if there is a process launch in command line using BITSadmin, HTTPS, any of these binaries are getting, and then program data or app data. We have seen this earlier also, but wanted to just reiterate that this is the best one. Along with that, I just missed to set notify command line. So if those things are observed in a command line, then that's a very high fidelity detection. So yep, if you want to catch BITSadmin, that's the way. I hope you liked my video. Do let me know what next you want to learn in living of the land binaries. Thank you for joining. Have a good day.